Hey everyone, good morning. Coffee with Final Cut Pro Radio TV Live. Let me take care of a little bit of maintenance here. Just for a minute. Let me see what I got. So we got some breaking news this morning. Let me see where we are. And the breaking news is we have dates for the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. At least for, according to their website, which was updated this morning. The dates are November the 8th through the 10th. (2019). That's what it's doing so far. Now it says so we'll see. I'm not sure where that's going to be. It says the Bay Area. Not sure where what hotel that is. Do they consider the Bay Area? I'm not sure. That's San Francisco area, I guess. So it looks like it might be a new location, I presume, based on the website information. And we will find out more details as they become available. Of course, I will get them to you. I am having coffee. It is early in the morning here. Here we go. Minnie Mouse serving coffee. But anyway, if you don't know what the Creative Summit is, it's an event designed mostly around Final Cut Pro, motion, and it's for professional video editors, that's what they say. It's a conference, it's a 3-day conference. One of the things we get to do at the 3-day conference is go to Apple campus. So here is let me see. Here is a short video real quick from Apple campus from last year.
You'll notice
we went to the Apple Park Visitor Center, which was really nice.
The main building, it is the world's largest collection of curved glass.
So this is the Apple campus at One Infinite Loop. We've been there multiple times for different events. There's Chris Fenwick, based on...
Doesn't seem to be too impressed about Final Cut Pro. Can I pet him?
Sure.
Hi. Yeah. You're not too impressed, are you?
What do you guys think about 10.4.4 so far? Have you tried it out? There's a lot of interesting things going on here with the extensions especially. It's going to add a lot of very cool features to Final Cut that normally weren't there. Steve Martin, Mark Spencer, of course. Here's Greg and Philip.
If you like an asset, you can also directly license it.
This is last year's. Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. Emery Wells from Frame.io. There's Jeff Greenberg he's a consultant for Future Media Concepts. So it's a pretty exciting event. That's one of the things. I mean, it's a concentrated Final Cut Pro weekend. You get to hang out with people that you know from the Final Cut Pro community. They are, well, I'm not sure where this year is going to be. It says returns to the Bay Area, so that might signify a new location, which I'm not familiar with. But in the old location, everybody would meet up in the mornings in the lobby. They'd talk before the events happen. Typically on Friday, there's the event. Friday, usually morning, there's an event, a get-together. Last year, we were at the Saratoga Country Club with different keynote speakers, and we had iJustine was there from last year. So this year, we don't know. And in the afternoon, typically, we go to Apple HQ. We went to the Visitors Park Center last year, and then we went to Apple HQ afterwards, took a bus. Once again, the dates have been announced. November 8th to the 9th, 2019. That's according to their website. So this is what we did last year. We went to the Saratoga Country Club.
People, that means that we cannot dazzle you in every session. Not everything is new to you.
That's
right?
Ben, the owner of Future Media Concepts.
I always say to people, try to walk away with 3-4 tips per session. At the end of the 3 days, you have a wealth of knowledge. And definitely walk away with 10 business cards that you didn't have before.
Danny's the person who's been sweating hard, waiting for that bus to show up. He's the guy who takes care of all the logistics. There's Liat over here. She is an event manager. She's the one who produces NAB.
And SMB.
Sam Messman. I'm not going to play the entire video.
And how you two can use those by default on your Move Forward Jellyfish.
Come on.
Philip
All of you,
Hodgetts.
come on. Hands up. If you turn the light switch on, fully qualified.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be
Roger Bolton from Coremount.
to lunch at Apple.
And then we had iJustine. She was interviewed. She's a Final Cut Pro editor. She has millions and millions of followers on YouTube.
And that's why I started posting. And when people are like, why did you do this? I was like, well, no one wanted to be in my videos, so I put myself in it, taught myself to edit, and then posted it to the internet, and then people were commenting. And this is like probably in 2005, 2006.
It's crazy.
It really is crazy to see how the industry has changed.
So yeah, there's plenty to do for the weekend. We don't know the agenda yet for this year. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same as it has been for years past, which will be 3 days of great Final Cut Pro stuff. So I check the website every day. I got up this morning with my coffee, and there it was. The dates were updated overnight somewhere. So November the 8th to the 10th, 2019, that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So what happens typically on Friday and Saturday is we go with, let me see, we go with Friday, like I said, is some kind of an event, usually in the morning, a luncheon or whatever that Future Media Concepts puts on. Then we go to Apple Campus, Apple HQ to see a presentation. I'm going to presume it's going to be a new version of Final Cut Pro, probably 10.5. For those of you that don't buy a Mac Pro, will probably get hands-on with the new Mac Pro. I presume that's because it should be out by then. That'll be later in the fall. So that's a good week. Last year we had a lot of our friends from Australia showed up. More than usual, although some of the usual ones showed up. Ian Anderson was there, of course. He's been there, I think, 2 or 3 times I've seen him there. I expect him back again this year. And it's a great time. It's a concentrated Final Cut Pro motion weekend. So Friday is the Apple visit. Friday night, here we are at the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit Expo.
Friday night. It's always a good time here. So, we're live on YouTube right now.
Hi, everyone.
So tell everybody who you are.
My name is Marcelo Ferraz. I came here from Brazil with a group of friends.
So yeah, so all night long, I interview different people. We go live. There's Brad, of course.
It's nice to see that they are getting around to those, and it's also I think it's good that.
So the Friday Night Expo is really nice. It's a real nice event. It's catered. They have food. They have drinks. They get to meet all the vendors. They get to talk to them in person, which is fantastic. Once again, Final Cut Pro Creative Summit dates have been announced. November the 8th through the 10th, 2019, Friday through Sunday. Now, they say returns to the Bay Area, so I'm not sure where it's going to be yet. More details, of course, will be following up. They'll be coming out as they're announced. I'll get back to you exactly what's going on as I find out myself. And if you have any questions, you can follow up in either the Facebook or the YouTube or Periscope. We're on Periscope Live too now, so that'll be interesting. But I'll be looking forward to seeing the Mac Pro for the first time in person. That'll be nice. I haven't been there. I haven't seen it yet, of course. Let's see what's going on live. I'm going to check my YouTube channel real quick. There it is. I'm just going to check, make sure. Yeah, everything's going fine. It's up on YouTube. I just wanted to jump on here before I go out for my typical morning run. I go out for 2 miles. And I'll be back when I have more news about anything to do with the Creative Summit. The dates have been announced. It's a great weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing my friends again, as Philip Hodgetts calls it, the Final Cut Pro family reunion, which basically it is. All the people from Final Cut Pro. Last year was a great year. I think last year so far has been my favorite year. It was fantastic. All the Final Cut Pro professionals were there, of course. Here's my friend, Matt Goddard from Australia. I think it's nighttime there, right, Matt? I'm going to have Matt on the show. He does fashion shows, which is fantastic. So, Final Cut Pro Creative Summit dates have been announced. I will be covering this, of course, as we go. I'll be bringing you more information about it. Let's do this. Matt says, yep, just before 9 p.m. there. We're going to have Matt on one of these Final Cut Pro Radio Lives in the future. So, Final Cut Pro Creative Summit 2019 dates have been announced. This is the 5th annual one. I've been to the last 3. This will be my 4th, so I'd missed the first one. But other than that, I've seen them all.
Notice.
This is the Apple room itself. We get to see demos. I'm sure we're going to be seeing, instead of the I/O, the Blackmagic one, I'm sure we're going to be seeing the
Extensions right there.
Mac Pro this year. I'll be excited to see that in person. I'm planning on getting one. So that'll be great. That'll be the Mac Pro instead of the Blackmagic Thunderbolt extension chassis. It'll be the Mac Pro right there. So Matt, you said you've been to the first one. Have you? Are you planning on coming this year? I hope to see you. I saw you at NAB last year, so hope to see you this year. There were a lot of Australians at the last year's, which was really great. I got to meet a lot of people. Lee Herbert was there as well. Ian Anderson was there. A bunch of other Australians, which is good. I know it's a long trip for you guys. I know it's a long trip coming from Australia. I think it's like, I don't know, half a day's travel or longer. Fantastic. So I shot about, I don't know, I shot a lot of video last year. I'll be putting up some clips from last year, maybe the year before's summit, and I'll put them up. So we don't know for a fact, but Apple has pre-announced a new version of Final Cut Pro, or an update. They call it an update to Final Cut Pro this fall. Well, November the 8th to the 10th is certainly the fall. Absolutely, it's the fall. The Mac Pro's coming out in the fall. There was initially a little pop-up menu that said coming in September, but that has been changed. It's no longer coming in September. It now says coming in the fall. They changed that. So that might have been a little premature. We don't know for a fact. So the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit dates have been announced. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. This is according to their website, FCPXCreativeSummit.com. I presume that's accurate because it wasn't up yesterday, and this morning it's up. So that's fantastic. So if you're like me, if you're in Australia, because it's 9 o'clock at night, but if you're here in the morning, have some coffee. I have it every morning, of course. I like coffee in the morning. It gets me going. Once again, here's a little clip of the Expo night. Oh, there's Ian Anderson. I interviewed him.
Something I'd say. You are quite tall. Yeah.
Patrick Southern.
Hello, Internet.
You know what the internet is, right? You got it in Bangkok, right?
I hear they have it on computers.
Roger Bolton's always there. He's always a blast to talk to. He's one of my friends from the summit. So we had a Final Cut Pro Radio TV live last week with a bunch of friends, and we're all friends because of Final Cut Pro. That's how we became friends. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm going to get off here for the time being, and I will be back with any other breaking news about Final Cut Pro. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the chats, one of the chats. Let me just check real quick, make sure there's no questions. I don't see any right now. Let me see if there's any questions. I don't see any in the chat. So that's interesting. How do I get to? I will, Matt. I will enjoy my run. I enjoy it every morning. It's nice, beautiful, beautiful weather out here today. So. This is Richard Taylor. I will be back with more information. I will be posting more promotional videos for the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. There's going to be more information. Just go to FCPXCreativeSummit.com and Lee Herbert says it isn't here in Melbourne. What isn't here, Lee? I'm not sure what you mean. So going to the Bay Area, that's going to be interesting this year. I'm not familiar with the Bay Area. I'm an East Coaster, so I'm not familiar with it. Oh, Lee says it's freezing in Melbourne. It's cold. That's right. It's sure winter. I forgot. Well, you have to come to the Bay Area, wherever that is, in California, by San Francisco, I guess. Matt Goddard says, coldest week since 1985. That's pretty cold, I'm sure. We get cold winters here on the East Coast, too, especially up north. But anyway, come to the summit. I hope to see both of you there this year. If not, I'll be reporting live, as I always have been. I'll be streaming live. I had multiple streams last year, and I'll be doing the same this year. I'll give you a virtual window into the Creative Summit. I presume I'm going. As far as I know, I am this year. So, fantastic. I'm glad the news finally came out. Last year, it was out July the 21st. I checked. It wasn't announced until July the 21st. This year, it seems like it's going to be out earlier. So that'll be good.
Our events are geared for...
So here's the country club from Friday.
Cannot dazzle you in every...
It was really nice last year, because last year, usually we go to another location besides the hotel. We might have something at the hotel, a luncheon or something. Introduction to the speakers, introduction to the agenda for the week, for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If I go, I'll be coming in on Thursday, as I normally do. So anyway, you can follow along on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Richard Taylor TV. You can follow along on YouTube, and same thing, Richard Taylor TV. And also on Periscope. We're live on Periscope these days. So I'm going to sign off here. That's the information for today. I want to thank everybody for watching these videos. We've got thousands of them up. They get thousands of views. It's nice. It's really nice. It's cross-platform. It goes on Facebook, goes on Periscope, goes on YouTube. So until the next time, we do have Saturday meetups every once in a while. We get together with Final Cut Pros on Saturdays. We'll see what happens. But today, coffee time. It's coffee with Final Cut Pro Radio TV Live. If you missed the initial announcement, here it is. The Final Cut Pro Creative Summit, the 2019 dates announced. November the 8th through the 10th, 2019. That's according to their website. I'm presuming that that's accurate. If it's not accurate, I'll come back on and let you know. But as far as I know, that's accurate. It wasn't up yesterday, and it is up today. So just go to FCPXCreativeSummit.com. We typically will have an update to Final Cut Pro around the Creative Summit. We go to Apple HQ. We get to see a presentation typically from the Final Cut Pro team. They present whatever's new in Final Cut Pro. Sometimes they give us a little sneak peek on things, but I presume this year I'm just going to presume it's going to be Final Cut Pro 10.5 because it's due. It'll be 2 years since the last major update to Final Cut Pro in November. So if it doesn't happen before then, it should happen right at the Creative Summit itself. All right, everybody, I'm going to take off here. Final Cut Pro Creative Summit dates have been announced. FCPXCreativeSummit.com. My name's Richard Taylor. I will see you on the next one.